You know that kind of pain that you're in, that even Satan will just leave you and pass. I say, this woman, the problem is she carried the pass. At some point, I told them, say, don't beat her again, please. It's okay. Look at that tiny baby and you're beating her like that. It's not fair. It's your girl, Irene, and I am back with the part 2 of my labor story time. You guys, if you haven't watched the part 1, you can go watch it. I'm going to drop the link to in my description box or maybe in my comment section so that it will be easy for you to find it. To be honest, I can't really tell which one was more troublesome for me. I would say, I guess I just have to say this part at the end of the video. Okay, let me save it for the end of the video. Hey guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button to join the family. If you're an OG, thank you so much for always coming by. You guys, I enjoyed your comment in the last video. That's the labor story. Yeah, even though the views were not too much, but then the engagement was lit. Okay, the view duration was beautiful and the comment too was encouraging, so thank you. Okay, so now let's move into the main story of today. That is how my labor went, my second pregnancy. So you guys, as usual, my mom has always been the one supporting me. So whenever time my pregnancy is due, she'd always come around and help me, you know, like immediately my pregnancy. In fact, see, my mom, let me tell you, my mom will come when immediately I find out I'm pregnant. The next day I'm going to fall sick. And at that point, I need somebody to seriously take care of me because I can't eat, I can't cook, I can't clean, I can't do anything. I'll be so sick. The only thing I'll do is lie down all day, vomiting and spitting. If I little, I just shake. My whole world will just shake. I'll just be vomiting, throwing up, spitting. I have come that I used to spit in, okay? So yeah, so she'll come that first trimester to support me, take care of me because I wasn't living with my husband. I was married then. In case you're a new person watching this video, I'm divorced. Okay, so, and while I was married, I wasn't living with my husband. I lived alone. So my mom would come, take care of me throughout that first trimester. So immediately I started getting myself, she'd go back to take care of her husband because at that time, my dad was still alive. So that's how we did it. So mainly my pregnancy started entering the part where I can no longer walk because I used to have big tummy, and my pregnancy sometimes my children will always come to my leg. It's like between my leg and stay. So to move usually gets difficult, especially when the baby has matured, like when the baby's around 7 months, 8 months. So during that period, my mom will come back too. So she came back this period because I needed her. So as usual, that morning, unlike my first pregnancy where I carried it from 10 months plus. This one, it wasn't 10 months plus. But then, however, I passed my due date. You know how they'll give you 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after? So the before, I've already crossed it. I've crossed even the before. I was now entering the after. So it was during that after that somehow I saw, like, it wasn't a show. I can't necessarily call it that, but I was having discharge, and then I just said this discharge is just, you know how it's normal for a pregnant woman to be having discharges. So but then I just felt like this one was too much. Let me go to the hospital since already I should be due for delivery. But I wasn't in a haste because I know what the first pregnancy did to me. I carried that one 10 months plus, so it just felt like maybe the same thing is going to happen again. So I wasn't bothered. So now note, I really started this time around in a hospital because the first one I gave birth in a health center, and where I was living then, I relocated. I wasn't living that same place again at this point now, and I was pregnant with my second child. So there was no way I could go back to that woman again to help me deliver. So I had to find a new hospital. I know how they will always encourage you that you should have like 3 hospitals, register in 3 hospitals, so that if this one fuck up, you can always go to this side. You can like these people's services, or you know how they will just. So I registered in 3 hospitals. One was that local around Federal School, or here, Lobika Junction, around that area. And then there's this other hospital too that I registered, but I can't remember the name again. And then the other hospital I registered, there's a Longo Mokaleka, which is where I eventually gave birth to. So now when I saw that show, because this particular hospital was closer to me, so it was easier for me to just go there since I was already registered there. So I went there and she checked me and she's like, just go and bring your bag. You started this is show. You started your level has started. Just go and get your bag, your delivery bag, okay? So don't enter bike, don't enter okada, just trek, you know, it's exercise so that by the time you come back you'll be fully dilated and all that. So I trekked home. It wasn't really that far distance, but it was faster. Normally it's something I'll take 15 naira keke to. But coming from, since my house is not by the road, it's inside, so I'll get bike and back is 200 naira. That time. So that's how I trekked home. And when I got home, I told my mom that look at what the doctor said. She said she going to bring my mom said, immediately she packed my bag. My bag's already packed. So they just picked the bag and put some food to like flats, put something in the flat and all that. So we went to the hospital. So when I got that same morning, because I went to the hospital as early as 6 o'clock, I was already in the hospital. So when I came back, I packed my bag. As of 9 o'clock, I was back in the hospital again. So when I got to the hospital, she now said that she lay down in that bed so that she can check me. You guys, I don't even know the worst part of about being pregnant is the part where they have to be putting hands inside you to check. Like that part used to vex me. But there's nothing I can do about it, so I have to do. Like, you know, and it was one of the reasons why I didn't go to the other hospitals, because I knew I've gone to Atlanta in Aloga. I knew they have male doctors, and I couldn't bring myself. I couldn't even imagine a male doctor inserting hands here and there to check anything. So, which was why I preferred this particular hospital, because it's a woman's hospital. She is a woman that owns the hospital, and most of our midwives are nurses. You understand, women. So we took the bag and we went to the hospital. So she now checked me and she said, that I've started dilating, but then there is no coming fast. That she needs to help me so I can come fast, so that I will not have to stress myself. I said, please, I don't want to stress myself. Like my first pregnancy was just too much. I don't want the stress. So that's how this woman now got the tab. It's like a tablet. And then she broke it into like 4 different parts. She did not, if she had inserted the food in, I would have dilated full, like it's like inducing level. I would have dilated fully, and then it would have been easier for me to just give it. But this one cut this into 4 parts and then used one and inserted inside me. So when she did inside, she said that she just can't be doing exercise, climbing, like they have these backyard stairs, or she just be running around, you know, don't mind that you just be, you know how you don't be shaking. So you be shaking so that the baby will know that I start getting ready too. So I was running around, playing ball, you know, doing all those exercises. And then after some time, after like a few minutes, I started having pains. Like pains started coming from different parts of the world. It just felt like like my body became a magnet. I was just grabbing pain from people. Like any little pain you see from anywhere, you just grab it. It just be catching pain from people. And then I started feeling severe pain. My back started aching, my front started aching everywhere, my whole body. And I said, my mom, no, this one is too much. That the pain has started. She said that it's good, that if it started, that means to hurry up so that I can deliver. They told me that I should be doing the exercise more, I should be jumping around. So I was doing the exercise amidst the pain. I was in so much pain. So from that 9 o'clock in the morning, that was when I started having this pain, till 6 o'clock in the evening. Oh my goodness. If I'm saying it like, it just feels like I'm not explaining this thing well. It just feels like people are not even understanding the kind of pain I'm talking about. The pain was terrible. And then I'll be checking time. She'll say, come let me check. I'll still come. She'll check me. She said, no, it's still remaining. It's 4 finger, it's 3 finger, it's 2 finger. You know, you're supposed to die like 5 cm, 5 finger before they can now say, I start pushing. Okay. So, she will check again. She says 3 finger. Don't worry, keep pushing. This is how I was suffering. At some point, I couldn't bear anymore. I had to even remove the wrapper. I was just walking around the hospital naked. I was just shouting, scratching my head. And they were telling me, don't shout. If you shout, this is how you're going to continue. I said, I don't care. I don't care whether I shout like this now. I don't know if I'm going to even born again. I'm not. Please, don't let me remove this. I was just shouting and screaming. I couldn't bear it anymore. And my sister was pregnant too as of that time. She was pregnant with her son. So which is why my daughter is like 5 months older than her son. So, and my mom didn't want to scare her. It wasn't her first pregnancy, it was her second pregnancy. So my mom didn't want to, like, you know, scare her. So my mom didn't call her, didn't tell her, because of her own condition. So meanwhile, she felt it or something. She was calling my mom. My mom would tell her that she's fine, I'm fine. So I was running around the hospital, shouting. So around, let's say around 9 p.m. in the night, this midwife, this nurse, the doctor, the owner of the hospital, her daughter came. Her daughter was heavily pregnant too. So when she came, and the nurses, that they knew her already, so they were like, you know, teasing her. Okay, has she come to give birth? She said yes, that she has come to give birth. You know. So in my mind, I'm like, we were done there here since morning. Oh yeah, come and join the queue. Let me shall have partners that both of us are going to be suffering together. So she now told me, Jishike, oh, don't worry, you're going to have your own child. I told her, no problem, you too, thank you, you're going to have your own child too. You're going to sit down together and be telling the story. You know, we started talking to each other. Yes, I was talking to her too, but I was like, my mom was constantly rubbing my back. Yeah. My ex-husband there. I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know what to tell you at all. Anyways, so that was how I was just suffering myself. So immediately I just entered into the world or something and came out. I said, if I spend so much time inside the world, maybe 30 minutes or so, I can't really remember. So immediately I came out, I saw this same lady now, the one that's pregnant, that just came, lying down on the bed, like outside, like on the bed, with a baby, a wrapped baby. So I came and I'm like, whose baby is this now? She says it's her baby. I said, it's your baby. Your baby how? That time that I saw you, you were pregnant. That baby, did you give birth before coming here? She said no, that she did that time, that immediately that me and her finished talking, that she entered inside the road and give. I said, you enter inside where? If I'm not serious. You enter inside where and do what? Eh? Me, I've been here since morning, shouting and crying down this hospital, and you just enter and come out like that within 30 minutes. I doubt if it was even up to 30 minutes. She said, don't worry, your own is going to come too. Ha! At that point, the pain became unbearable. I didn't shout and say, no, this cannot be happening. How can I be suffering like this? I said, okay, to God, please, Jehovah, oh God, please, don't let anything bad happen to me. Don't let me die. Who's going to take care of my first child? God, please, God, please. See, my fellow woman, she just came in, and gave birth. Me, I've been here since begging you. I've been here. You know that kind of pain that you start talking irrationally. Like, you don't know who you're offending. You don't know whether you're saying the right thing or not. You just keep talking. Even God will understand that nobody you they talk. You know that kind of pain that you're in, that even Satan will just leave you and pass and say, this woman, the problem is she carried the pass. So, yeah, it was like that. So I was screaming and shouting. Do you know that I stayed there all night too, in pain? I didn't give birth till the following morning. That was when I gave birth. Now, the actual birthing was easy, unlike my first one. My first one, the labor started around 11. By 4:43, I've already given birth. Like 11 close to midnight, 11 p.m. Then 12, 1, I lay down on the bed to start pushing. That's 11, 12, 1. I laid on the bed to start pushing. So I pushed from 2, 3, 4, 53. I gave birth. Roughly 7 hours. Everything was done. I know there are people that their own will come in within 1 hour. But that was my first one. Within 7, 8 hours, I was already done. This particular one counted from 9 when the labor started, the pain. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10 hours. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 hours. 6, 7, 8. Around like few minutes to sharp 8. So it was 23 hours, or let's say approximately 24, like 24 hours, one full day I was in pain. From morning till the next morning, I was in pain. So when it came to the actual birth and the baby coming out, it was very easy. That has been my easiest delivery ever. Where I like the baby coming out was easy. So he said that immediately. I told them that I can't bear it anymore. That they should, like, if the baby is coming. So they said I should lie down on the bed. I laid on the bed. So she inserted her hand again. So when she started her hand, and then she said, like it's 4 cm, that very soon now the thing is going to reach 5 cm. That I cannot. Immediately she was even bringing out her hand. I'm like, baby's coming. Baby. The baby came out. And if not that she was fast enough, my baby would have fallen off the bed because she came with full force. She couldn't take the pain anymore. And she came out. So when she came out, she was very small. Unlike my first pregnancy, my first baby was 4.8 kg, almost 5 kg. She was very big. Like, imagine how I was pushing. So, but this one was 3 kg. 3 kg. Very portable, very small. So her delivery was very easy. Like, at some point, I didn't even know that she has already come out. I thought maybe the placenta came out before her. I didn't know it was her that came out. So, but because of these long hours of wickedness, these long hours of being in labor, she was already weak. So she didn't cry. So they started hitting her, beating her, so she could cry. But then at some point, I told them, say, don't beat her again, please. It's okay. Look at that tiny baby and you're beating her like that. It's not fair. And they're like, she has to, like, they have to beat her so that she can cry. Because if she doesn't cry, that means she's not alive. I couldn't hear my mom say, yes, don't worry, let them beat her so she can cry. So after some seconds, I started hearing her cry. She cried. And then, you guys, the good thing, or is it good? The good thing that my first daughter was actually inside the labor room, inside the room where I was giving birth, because at that time there was nobody I could drop her with, and my sister was living far away. And immediately, like, as of that time, so she already felt that she started coming to the hospital. You get, so by the time she got to the hospital, I've already delivered. So Anita, my first child, saw everything, and you know that she didn't let me touch her for like 3 weeks. She didn't let me touch her because I watched she saw. God me. So she was following my mom up and down. That was how she and my mom became paddy like 5 or 6. So that was how my baby girl came out, and she was so tiny, so small. Like I didn't even know how to carry her because of how small she was, and that was because of what happened to me the first time. My baby was big the first time, so during antenatal they said no, that she curtail what you eat, how you eat, and all that. So I curtailed how I eat, and besides, her pregnancy was really troublesome for me, so I didn't even eat much because I spent much of the time vomiting every little thing I eat. And then I was taking Lipton. Lipton was another thing that I loved. I enjoyed drinking Lipton tea. So it helped, you know, to slim the baby down. So when the baby eventually came out, she was really portable. Her coming out was easy. It's just the labor that I went through before she came out. That was what really made it terrible. That was what made it terrible. So you guys, that was it. So it happened. I found out that doctor actually did that thing deliberately to make it look like she suffered. You get, to make it look like she suffered in my case, so that I can pay more money. Doctors can be really wicked sometimes, you get. So in order to make sure that she suffered me, so to look like they suffered, so that I'll pay more money than the normal usual money, you get. So that's why she didn't even put the full tab, so that insert the full tab on me, so that I'll be able to dilate faster and, you know, deliver. She put just one small thing, and because of that thing was there, it was causing me so much pain all over my body, all over, even my brain was on fire. So she did that on purpose to elongate the labor, so I to look like they've suffered. I don't know whether it's them that suffered or it's me that suffered. What if I became very weak and I couldn't push? What if, you know? But then I forgive her. To err is human, to forgive is divine. I'm alive, so no problem. You guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I enjoyed filming it. So if you want to, I still have one more labor. Like I said, I'm a mom of 3, so, and I've shared the first one. This is the second one. It's remaining the third one. So if you want to find out what happened in my third labor, do what to say it in the comment section, and I'm going to film it. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Till then.